Okay, let's see, is this going to work? Hi again. It clicked off already once. I'm just gonna give it a minute here and see if my connection's okay. I don't know why. Hi Marcy. I don't know why we've been having trouble. Hey Marcy, are you in Eugene? I don't know why we're having trouble with our wireless, but okay, it's only clicked off once this time, so maybe it's okay. We will continue and see how it goes. There I am, so there's the comments. Okay, so hopefully we are good. I'm going to go ahead and get my camera mounted here. There is my June host code for in. There it goes again. Oh, you're up in Washington. Okay. I don't know what to do about the clicking off and on, so I guess we'll just have to go with it, you guys, and I will see how it goes. So my mom, before we moved her over here to Newport, of course she's passed away now, but she lived in Springfield, Marcy. That's where we would spend time visiting with her. And okay, so bear with me. I know that it's clicking off and on here and there, you guys, but bear with, okay? I will do the best I can. So again, this is my June host code, and this is my the address to my shopping site. And let's get started, because I don't know what's happening here. And why do I have a shadow also? Okay, good. I hope that it's working fine. All right, so I'm going to show you real quick the things that we're playing with today. It's so cute. I love this set. It's a photopolymer stamp set. It is so adorable. There's so many little pieces in here that you can do fun things with. I mean, the more you look at it, the more you see. And you guys, there's little stems to cut out for the flowers and everything with the die set. So we're using the coordinating die set, Hippo and Friends. And let me show you this real quick, because this die set has some awesome big dies in it to cut out like the big shapes. I love those. I especially love these. And there's like 2 sets of stitch lines, so it cuts the outside and the inside. And this one, look at this one. So cute. These little dies here are what cuts the stems out for the flowers. And then there's this fun one here that I'm going to use today. There is, I guess there's not one that cuts out the balloon string, but there is a stamp for the balloon string. I love the little balloon. It's so cute. Anyway, so those are the dies. Let me get this back in here. And let's see, I'm using the Stitched So Sweetly dies. And I am also using, I bought a duplicate pack of this paper. I guess I liked it that much. I didn't realize I had ordered it, and I ordered it again, but I do love this paper. And it is the Artistry in Blooms Designer Series paper. So I have cut a piece of that, and that is the back side. And I've got a Whisper White card base. And I'm just going to go ahead and get the base of my card put together here and get that out of the way. I love the bird, that bird with the bird nest set too, Rebecca. The nest is really a great part of that set, I think. I love how that nest is. Okay. So this is going to be a landscape card. I love this paper here because it looks kind of watercolor. That's not quite. Can I get it back off? Come on. There we go. It's not quite centered. I'll give you the measurement of this piece because I did cut it a little smaller than our normal second layer there. So I have cut it at 4 3/4 lengthwise and 3 1/2. So 4 3/4 and 3 1/2. And then I'm not going to attach this piece yet, but this is the piece I cut out with the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I've got all my little pieces here in a, frozen food container. I talked about that last week and I just love that. I've just got a couple of scraps of Whisper White. And then this is another piece from that paper pack. And I'm going to use this side because I thought that was a great kind of sky backgroundy color. I think I'll turn it that way. And I'm going to bring in some Granny Apple Green here and a finger dauber. And I'm just going to, this is kind of going to be a scene card. So I'm just going to make a mess here on my paper. I was looking to see if I had a piece of scratch paper. And I don't, that's okay. So I'm just going to lightly come in and put some green on the bottom of this because I'm going to have sky and grass. How is the weather up in Washington, Marcy? It started out a beautiful day here and then the fog rolled in. And so now the air is chilly. But my husband took some time off and he is actually been working on a gate for our new front patio. We decided we wanted a gate on, it's fenced around. It's got a really pretty fence on it. I really didn't want those little marks on there, but it's not really going to matter too much. So he's been working on that gate. I don't know where I was going with that. But anyway, he's home and that's what he's doing outside. Okay, so there is that. And then I think before I go any further with this, I'm going to stamp the greeting because I don't want to get this all made and then do the greeting last and mess up on it. You know what I mean? I'm going to use the thank you so much. That's good. I'm glad you're having nice weather up there. Okay. So on the first card I made, I used a different greeting, so I haven't used this one yet. And I'm just going to ink it up with the Memento Black. Am I off the camera here? I'll scooch up a little bit. I think I'll stamp it and see. Okay. All right. I want this right up in the corner. Oh, like I was going to say, better to do it now before I have the whole thing made and then mess it up by goofing up on the greeting here. Oh, that turned out cute. All right, good. There's another company that sells a lot of cute stamps, and I've always loved them. And this set reminds me a lot of that company's stamps. And the card that I'm making today reminds me a lot of something that would be made with their stamps. Hint, hint. Okay. 102 at home. But you have that swimming pool, Marcy, that I'm so jealous of. You could be swimming. Okay, now, what's next? I'm going to set that aside, and there's some parts and pieces I have already die cut there. I wanted to do it ahead of time just so things wouldn't take quite as long. Let's get started. I'm going to do the little lamb, because you might have guessed that since I said thank you so much. Okay, so these sets are 2-step stamps. So this is the main part of the little lamb here, and I didn't bring the stamp pad over. So I've got Smoky Slate. And I'm going to ink it up, but I'm going to stamp it off once because I don't want my lamb that dark. So there's one lamb. And there is lamb number 2. Okay, I know that doesn't look like much yet. And then this right here, let me pull it out of there so you can see. That does the dark part on the hair, and then there's a dark part on the body too, but I don't want the dark part on the body. I just want it on the head. So if I ink this up carefully, I won't have to wipe any of it back off. We'll see. Nope, I didn't quite do it. Okay, so I've wiped off the extra off the body part. Now I just need to line it up the best I can. And if I'm off camera, I'm sorry. I know I am. I'm telling you, I am I'm going right over the top of that. I'm calling the lamb's hair, okay? There we go. And now I need to do it on the other one. Because like I said, I didn't want the black on the body part, just on the head. Okay, let me see if I can do it again here. It's a little over to one side a little bit, but you know what? It's okay. I'm not going to be sad about that. And then I'm going to bring in my black Stampin' Write marker and use the very small tip on it. And I'm just going to do the hooves because I want them black. Ooh, we get to go have some fun with our Mustang tomorrow. So we have a 65 Mustang and we've never got to have fun with it yet. Ken was doing some things to it and then the virus came and we joined the car club here and that canceled all the, they canceled all the car club stuff. There was supposed to be a big car show here next month that they sponsor. That's like their thing to make money, for the club for the year, and that's canceled. But tomorrow, actually on the street behind us, there is a really nice assisted living place back there, and they always do stuff for their residents. And so tomorrow they're doing a car parade for the dads for Father's Day. And so they invited our car club to do the car parade, and then family members of the dads will join in the parade. And so when they emailed out about this, I responded back and said, how about if we go cruise after the parade, because we're only going to go around the little circle 2 times. And, this being the first time that we really get to do anything with the car club to have fun. That's not the little face I wanted. Since we got our car, I thought that would be fun if we could all go cruise together. And so people responded back that, yeah, they wanted to do that. So we'll cruise down 101 and down through Nye Beach and the Bayfront and stuff like that. And so, it will just make it last a little bit longer. I think that's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Little face. Ah. And I think I will make this one go a little bit sideways, just a little bit. And then I also want to do the butterfly. So for the butterfly, I have got Dark Daffodil Delight in the blends. And I'm just going to color right onto this stamp with that. A little more than halfway up. And then I also have Light Flirty Flamingo. Can't see it, but it's going on there. Oh, I huffed on it a little bit. And that didn't work. And you know what? I remember that I didn't use the alcohol markers the first time. I used the Stampin' Write ones. So let me grab those. I kind of thought that as I was doing it. But I went with it just in case it would work. And it didn't. Okay, let me grab the other markers here and we'll try that again. Left the color on my stamp though. Okay, so let's see, what color is this yellow? this is crushed curry. I don't want that. So saffron. I must use this one. Daffodil Delight. There you go. Okay, we'll try this again with the right markers for the job here. Now we know those ones didn't work for that. There we go. And is this Flirty Flamingo? It certainly is. Hi, Diane. Okay. Now let's try this again. So much better. I have not had my Stampin' Write markers very long, Rebecca. So they're pretty juicy still. Okay, now I'm going to take the top layer and stamp. Do I want to stamp? No, I'm going to stamp him in basic gray. All right. So cute. And then there's even a little face for the butterfly. So of course we have to do that. I do anyway. Have to put his little face on there. That was the first one I grabbed and I realized that was the wrong face for the sheep. But it's the right face for this little guy. And that's one of those tiny stamps that you need to get right back on the carrier sheet right away so you don't lose it, right? Okay, let me get the dies here. So the die, there's only one little die for the sheep. The reason why I'm saying that is because you get extra dies for the flowers and 2 for the stems. I like when they give you those extra ones like that. And here's the one for the butterfly, so we can do both of these at the same time. And if you pay attention, you can kind of line those holes up with the little balls on the antenna, and then you know you have it lined up right. And I'm just going to run it through my machine here. So there's one little lamb. I made his head a little bit tilted, so I'm just wanting to make sure I got that on there right. Let me get that one cut out. 2 little lambs. And the butterfly. Cute. Okay, now where were they on this puzzle piece? I think he must have been there, huh? Maybe the butterfly was there. Where is there another? Oh, I see. Yeah, the butterfly was there. There. There we go. Hi, Maria. So this is, I will show you the box here. It is the Hippo Happiness and the Hippo and Friends dies that coordinate. Oh, I forgot to show that I'm also using the 2022 in color. I'm using one of the enamel dots from there. Okay, so do I have everything ready to put this together? I think I do. Let's get at it. Okay. So, bring in these things. I cut out 2 of these squigglies. That's what I'm going to call them, squigglies. They're so cute. Okay. You could use them for water. In this instance, I'm using them for grass. So you can use them however you want. And I'm going to use our fine tip glue pen here. And even though it has a pin in it, I still like to poke a needle down in there a little further. Get it working. Okay. And a little goes a long way with this stuff. So, and it's pretty liquidy, so you want to be careful when you squeeze it out. But it's really easy to get into small areas with it. Okay. So I'm just going to put one down like that. I'm just going to hold it there for just a second. Yes, and I think you could use those for balloon strings. And that's what I thought when I first saw them too. So I think, you know, it's whatever you want to use them for. But they're great for balloon strings. And there's, well, no, I guess you can put the hippo in water. I was going to say there's really nothing in this set for water, but hippos spend an awful lot of time in water, so you could use these still, like I said, for water. Have him standing in water or whatever, that'd be cute. Okay, and then I'm going to put this one over here. There we go. And what should I do next? I think next I will put the bow, because there's a bow. You can have it be a bow tie. You can have it be a bow hair bow. I think it would be really cute on the hippopotamus too. And I'm just going to use my tombow because that piece isn't quite as tiny. It's tiny, and my nails are too long. I definitely need to cut these puppies off. Okay. So little girl lamb here is going to have a hair bow. And so I think I will put them on next. And I'm going to do the thing I always like to do, which is pop up the top but glue the bottom down. So I'm going to put a little glue on the feet here. These are so stinking cute. Okay. So there is one. Yes. And this will like last for so long because there's so much glue in there and you use such a small amount of it. I'm sure you could use it for more things than I do, you know, but I usually just use it for when I'm gluing tiny things. Okay. Now she's going to be up here. Too cute. Okay, now the butterfly. I'm going to do that one next. And I'm going to put it right there because that's where I want it to go. But there's this fun little thing here. And I want to stamp that. So let me get that out. There's also some fun little stars. I think that's really cute for like around the unicorn. But of course you can use that for whatever you want to use it for. That's what's fun about this stamp set is you can just build all these different scenes with it. Let's see. I'm going to use the memento. And I want it over there, so I'm just going to stamp it there. Cute. Okay, and let's put a dimensional on the butterfly. Ken has a, I can't think of what it's called, the cut of beef. It's kind of that, goes in that funny shape. I can't remember what it's called. He's got one smoking out there on in his smoker. I love that smoke smell. Okay, here's the little flowers. Here, let me just dump these all out here. So I have these 3 little tiny stems that these kinds of things are really what you're going to want your fine tip glue pen for, I think. Tri-tip, there you go. Thank you so much. Hi, Sue. Yeah, tri-tip. You guys knew what I was talking about. I bought a package of marinade this morning when I went grocery shopping, so we marinated it. I think it was mesquite bourbon, I think is what it was, the flavor. Okay, everything's turned upside down. And yeah, I'm gonna do the stems first. I don't know what I'm fixing to go with it yet. Haven't thought that far ahead. Of grocery shopping wasn't too bad. I take my sister, we go every other Friday, and we went to Walmart, and we went early enough that it wasn't too bad. I'm not a big fan of the Walmart for grocery shopping, really, but we've had this, the fish plant had an outbreak here of the virus, and consequently that led to people having it in other businesses here, because some of those same people work in other places besides the fish plant, or their family members do, or whatever. So it's been a big old mess. So I've been trying to avoid places where I've heard that there's been other people sick. And our McDonald's is mysteriously closed, and they haven't disclosed why. And some of the other restaurants closed down briefly. It's just been a mess. We went from having like 20 cases or less than 20 cases to over 200 in about a week and a half. Very scary. And so now there's 3 counties up in the Portland area that they're calling the tri-counties that they've grouped together, and our county will be the only 2 counties in the state not in phase 2. And so our county put out a mandate to wear masks, you know, in all the stores and everything. But then the governor declared, I don't know if she made an order, but whatever she did, for 7 different counties, one being ours, that you do indeed have to wear a mask. But there's the comments that I see from people on Facebook about having to wear a mask. Oh my word. They just get so nasty about it. It is what it is. Okay, there's the stems and the leaves. So what happens, Marcy, do you think? Oh, these are too big. I need to use the little ones. If people don't wear a mask, do you think that the businesses are going to not let people in then if they don't have one on? I mean, that's what I've been wondering, because there's still going to be people who says that it's against their constitutional right or whatever, because I've read many, many comments of people stating that they do not have to wear a mask and nobody's going to make them. So, but I guess the stores can say, you know, that they can't come in. So I don't think there is a, oh no, you're right. There is a stamped image. Hee hee, I didn't even realize that. There is a stamped image to do the leaves. And see, I didn't even notice that. Oh well. Thank you for pointing that out though. Okay, I'm just looking to see what order I want these flowers in. I think I'm going to do them like that. But I'm going to do the pink one first. It is easier, yeah, to just use the cardstock. Now, the nice thing about that, even though those stems are all sort of even, you can put your flower as high up on it or as low on it, you know, to make them different lengths as you want. Now I saw a post with the jar punch that they were using the jar punch and making all different sizes of jars. And I thought, okay, I get how to make a shorter jar, but how do you make a taller jar? And they said how to make the taller jar, but I still didn't get it. So I'm going to have to get my jar punch out now and play with it and see. Look, isn't that so cute? Okay, so now I'm going to just put one little doodah on it because I didn't think it needed a bunch of doodahs, but I still like to do a little bit of embellishing. Okay, I'm just going to do one. If I can get it off of there. Uh-oh. Did I pop it off with glue? Oh, look, it popped right off the color. That's weird. I ruined it. Well, we won't do that again. Yes, we will. I just did the same thing to that. I wonder if those will... All right. Use my finger now. Okay, that's weird, you guys. It popped right off the color, like the acrylic. I threw the other one in my little bin. I'll have to dig it back out and put a little bit of that fine tip glue on it and see if I can fix it. So learn from me. Don't pop them off, I guess, with this. All right, so there's that. And I am going to attach it to that. And now I'm going to pop this piece up. Okay, slide the paper into the top portion of the punch from the inside of the jar. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I'm going to try that. And I thought the little jar that they did was really cute. Okay, this is the most boring thing to watch somebody peel all these backings off. I realize that, but it's the only way I can get them off is to take the time to do it. I should buy some of the strips. The other thing I need to, well, there's a few things, but one of the things is I've never bought any of the thick Whisper White cardstock, and I see some people that I follow their videos, that's always what they use for their card bases, is the thick. So I need to get some of that and try it. And then I want to get some of those cute little vellum doilies. I keep forgetting to put that on my order. There we go, you guys. I think it turned out cute. Here was my first one, pretty much the same, except I did "You Are Special" on that one. And then I made a thank you card. And you can see when I cut the paper out, this one was in just a little bit different of the area of the paper because that paper is ombre. So it's a little bit lighter on one side. Oh, I even put the flowers in the same order. That's funny. So that was the card. I just love it. Oh, you know what? I also did a little bit of Wink of Stella on the butterfly, on the colored part of the butterfly. And on the bow. Now you want to be careful when you're putting it on the bow because the tip of the pen actually does pick up color. Where are we? There we go. The tip will pick up color, and so you don't want to bleed that color into the outline white part. So you just kind of have to dab it really gently if you're going to put it on there. It's not quite as bad on the lighter colors, but it really does tend to, what did I do to my pen? It does pick that color up. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for joining me, you guys, for another Friday Fun Day. Have a great weekend, and I will, hey Donna, thank you. Thanks, you guys. I will see you again next week for Friday Fun Day. Take care. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.